Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Naijaguy Reviews and your boy Ugo. Today we have a 2020 Mercedes GLE 450. We're going to give you a quick rundown of this vehicle and see if you're on the used market for a car. Is this a good thing for you to buy, or should you be looking for other alternatives? But from my experience driving this car for the last couple of days, you're going to see that this is actually like a very good car to buy. So we're going to jump straight into the video. We're going to show you the interior, the exterior, what is powering this beast, and what makes this vehicle a Mercedes. Welcome to the channel. Please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we upload videos. Starting from the exterior of this vehicle, so we're going to see like this is a big full-size, well, mid-size luxury SUV. So this right here, believe it or not, is actually a 7-seater. So we're going to see what this is all about. So starting from this color, you see that this is a pearl white exterior color with this black accents. Even though that looks like it was plastic, but it's not. But everything on this vehicle looks really nice. So you're going to see why I'm very excited about this car. This is not my first time, driving a Mercedes, but this body style, or this last generation, is really impressive. I know that Mercedes has changed. They have redesigned these SUVs. They have designed both the interior and the exterior. But for what this is, for what you're going to be paying for this, if you're on the used market right now, this goes from like $50,000 and up. For all the check boxes that this was checked, and I believe brand new, for all the specs that you get on this car, it goes up to like 70-something thousand. But for 50-something thousand, 2 years, 3 years later, is this still a good buy? So what we're going to do now is start from the exterior. So what you see is this giant wheel right here. These are very fat tires. So this is running on 275, 50, 20. So these are 20 each wheels, but they're really fat. A big vehicle, so this it can be compared to like maybe things like the Audi Q7 or the maybe the Lexus. I think the Q7 a little bit bigger than this, just a tiny bit, but this is still a 7-seater. I actually sat in the back seat of on the third row of this thing. I wouldn't recommend, any grown-up person sitting back there, but it has that just, this comes in the configuration of both 7-seater and 5-seater. So many people get it in 5-seater, but this right here is a 7-seater. But we're going to look at the trunk size when the third row seat is up, because it's currently up right now. So as you can see, with the third row seat up, you don't really have any space here. So I have my book bag for my cameras and just little space. I don't even know if you can fit a medium airport luggage in here, but of course when you put this seat down, let's see. So with this, I was looking for how to put it down before, but it's red the way Mercedes, Mercedes is really awesome. Like, they are the pioneers of many things that are going on in the vehicle car industry now. So to push this seat down, even though it's not electronic, you have to know that it is right here. So push this down. It is integrated very well. Push it down, and that down. As you can see, it pulls flat, and now you have more space there. Of course, you will lose the third row, but now you have more storage space. And we're going to go through the hood and see what is powering this vehicle. All right, so with the hood open, you can see what's powering this vehicle. So this is a single turbo 3-liter inline 6. This displacement is pushing out 362 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque. So that catapults this giant SUV from 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds. So I know you might think that is not that fast, but given what this is not the AMG. It's actually pretty fast. For what this vehicle weighs over 5,000, actually about 6,000 pounds. So it is a huge vehicle, and when you're driving it, you actually feel the weight. But when you put it on sports mode, it kind of knows how to mask the weight a little bit, so you won't feel it that much, and it gets going. So this is pretty fast. So when you look here, Mercedes did this engine covering. They have a plastic everywhere here, but this kind of looks like a carbon fiber, but it is not. So it looks really nice and clean when this was brand new. So this is still a nice vehicle. Mercedes gives you 4-year 50,000 miles warranty and powertrain. So given that this is a 2020, so you should have about a year plus left on this. But I would recommend, of course, getting a extended warranty on things like this. With that being said, we're going to go inside of this car and see how the space in there looks like. All right, so sitting here, the first thing you notice is that you have a very nice command view of this SUV. So when you sit in here, you will know the reason why this is a Mercedes-Benz. Of course, they did not chip out in anything. You get your leather steering wheel, it's really soft. You get your leather soft touch everywhere. Your leather seat, of course, this color combination is nice. This tan leather is really nice. So you look at the door panel right there, you can see that it is leather. You have your bars on wastegate, your Bamister sound system. I think this has about about 19 speakers or something like that, but it sounds good in here. So you have soft touch everywhere. You have your endless infotainment system that turns out to the digital display, and up there you have a heads-up display, and this heads-up display is probably one of the biggest I've seen, and it's very, very informative. You have your speed limit, you have your media, you have your navigation if you have that on. You have everything on that heads-up display. So which is really very nice. It gives you all the information you need. So you come down here to the steering. Of course, Mercedes. If you have been into any of these newer generation Mercedes vehicles, you see that it has this little trackpad that used to be on BlackBerry. I don't know if you guys remember BlackBerry, but it has that on the left and right. So you use this to control everything on the digital display, and the right one, you can use it to control everything on the infotainment system. So there are multiple ways of controlling this. There's gesture. So as you can see, when I bring my hand closer, like it kind of like recognizes it. There's the gesture, and then this is also touchscreen, of course, and you have this trackpad right here. So I think with the new MBUS, they kind of moved away from the trackpad, and they just give you like a portrait infotainment. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll have to be inside that car to actually give my opinion on it. But when you look at this, you see where all these other cars, like the Hyundai Palisade, the Kia Telluride, everyone is going towards this um, configuration, like this extended configuration. Even the Cadillac Escalade has the same thing, but they did a little bit too much with their own. Um, oh, Kia Telluride, all of those vehicles, they now have this. So as you can see, Mercedes being a pioneer of technology, they have had this for the past couple of years, and now everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. They left it and they're going to something else. So, which is really, really impressive. So, when you sit in here and sit inside this car, all the technology features that this thing has, I don't even know where to start and where to stop, because you sit down, you start driving, the massage seat comes on, and the massage feature has so many features, a lot of. And then the back one, they give you like a manual adjustment, but Mercedes gives you even the controls here. The ambient lighting is amazing in this car. So sitting here, you can it's comfortable, you know as much as you can be. You can get yourself as comfortable as you want to be. And the middle seat is also very, very nice and plush. It's not hard material or anything like that. It's nice. Yeah, I can definitely. You don't have a big hump right here, because I mean you can sit here, put your feet across, and you're comfortable on the road trip. You have a USB Type C's in every part of the vehicle. You know what this is? This is where, if you want to Close. All right, so this has a nice, if you look up there, it has a nice panoramic sunroof. So it's like endless over there, which is really, really nice as well. So it lets in light into the vehicle as much as possible. That would be it for this. So the next one, we're going to go for a short drive to give you the impression of this truck. Like I said, the reverse camera is very, very clear, if not nice. All right, so the light on this thing is, of course, is super bright. I don't know if you guys saw the little dance that it did when the vehicle started. So it does like this. It's kind of like similar to the Matrix LED that Audi has, but this is a bit different. Man, look at the inside of this thing. Just look at that. Of course, you know that these ambient lights, they change colors. I mean, another thing that I noticed that I feel like is very cool. Look at the ambient light. I'm gonna change the temperature. When you increase it, as you increase it, it changes to red to let you know that you're actually increasing the temperature. And now, when you put it down to cooled, when it's on cool, the blue becomes much brighter. So this happens regardless of what color you have, you know, the ambient light set to. So I think that is very, very it is really nice. I mean, you can trust Mercedes to do something like this. They are really the pioneers of a lot of things when it comes to the auto industry. Oh. I mean, this thing gets up and goes. Can you guys see the
How can I help?
Nobody's talking to you. Cancel.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again, please?
No.
Sorry.
Look at that. This comes up once you come close to a light. Of this thing is excellent. It's not that much of a big car, it's not that big, but when you're sitting inside, it feels like you're sitting very, very high up, which is a very good thing for an SUV. Well, I know that you could adjust the seat to whatever comfort level you want it to be. Did I mention that these seats have massage functions? The front seats? Yeah, they do. I don't know if you guys are seeing this very well, but it is quite nice. Very, very, very nice. The heads-up display leather I've seen fitted in a vehicle. And I've said that before, but I'm emphasizing that. Alright, this is a little nice shot of the GLE 450. So like I said, if you're in the market, you have about like 50 grand and you want to like get a family SUV, should you, with that same 50 grand, there are other vehicles that you can be looking at, like, you know, the Palisade will give you all this for the same 50 grand, but it is not a Mercedes. But if you're looking for Mercedes and you have about 50-something thousand to get a used one, I think this is definitely a nice way to go. Oh, you also have the Genesis. Let's not forget that. But the Genesis is kind of like in the same price range. The fully kitted one is still in the same price range as this one. So there are people who, you know, buy cars just because of the name brand, and Mercedes have been tried and true. So there's Genesis, there's there's BMW, and of course the Audis, they're all there. But from what I'm seeing in this truck, I mean, I'm not a Mercedes fanboy, as you can see. I have Audis, but this is very impressive already. So, all right, guys. So, thank you. Please like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever we upload videos.